Many cricketers have gotten into trouble for their on-field antics, but there are a few who've also gotten into trouble for their off-the-field activities. So today at Simbly Sports, let's get started and check out some of these rare incidents when people got into trouble for their off-field controversies. Number 1. Kevin Pietersen. Pietersen, an exceptionally talented batsman, was part of 4 Ashes series wins, including the watershed 2005 victory, but later he fell out of the England setup. Midway through South Africa's 2012 tour of England, Pietersen was accused of sending text messages to South African cricketers criticizing his England teammates. This went on to be called as Textgate and ended up becoming one of the strongest coffin nails to Pietersen's career as an English cricketer. Number 2. Hardik Pandya and Rahul. In 2019, Rahul and Hardik Pandya made an appearance on the popular talk show Coffee with Karan, and there were quite a few unsavory and controversial comments made during the length of the show. Hardik surely got carried away with the tone of the show, and he made some nasty remarks about women, sex, and much more that got him tags like misogynist, sexist, etc. They were both suspended by the BCCI due to this and were told to return home from the Australia tour. It took them quite some time to get a green signal from BCCI after their public apologies. Number 3. Andrew Symonds. In August 2008, Symonds was sent home by the team for skipping the team meeting because he was out fishing. Symonds was asked to reconsider his desire to play and was dropped from the squad for the tour of India. Just a year later, Symonds was again sent home from England in the middle of the ICC 2020 World Cup. This time it was due to some alcohol-related incident, in what later turned out to be his last outing for the Baggy Greens, as his contract was terminated by Cricket Australia. However, he was at his worst during his infamous interview with comedians Roy and Edgy, where in an intoxicated state, he called Brendan McCullum a lump of shit and indirectly expressed his infatuation towards Matthew Hayden's wife. He was later charged by Cricket Australia for breaking the code of conduct and deemed unfit for selection until he had completely rehabilitated. Number 4. Andrew Flintoff. Early on in his career, Freddie was routinely ridiculed for his weight issues. During the 2007 World Cup, he was dropped from the team following a late-night drinking session. Andrew Flintoff was involved in the infamous Pedalo incident in the Caribbean, where he attempted to get out and find a boat where he thought Ian Botham was sitting. He drank for 8 hours straight before the incident broke out, and after, he was helped by his teammate to the hotel at St. Lucia. Number 5. David Warner. Warner has been a part of many incidents, but the lowest point is when he punched England ace batsman Joe Root in a bar. The incident is said to have taken place around 2 a.m. in the night in the Walkabout Bar. This was an Australian-themed pub in Birmingham city centre, where the cricketers were drinking after England's win over Australia at Edgbaston. Warner is believed to have punched Root, reportedly losing his temper when he thought Root was impersonating Hashim Amla, the South African batsman. However, the England management denied it. Clint McKay, the Australian and Yorkshire pacer, is said to have acted as the peacemaker. Warner was initially dropped for the Champions Trophy game versus New Zealand, and following a hearing chaired by the Honourable Justice Gordon Lewis, he was suspended until the Ashes 2013 season and was fined $11,500 after he pleaded guilty for his misconduct. Number 6. James Faulkner hit rock bottom of his career when he was caught drunk driving in Manchester by the local police. It was widely reported that Faulkner was found several times over the legal blood alcohol limit in the UK, returning a reading of 100 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of breath. The legal limit in the UK is 35 milligrams. Following the incident, he was suspended by his board for 4 matches and was not considered for Australia's limited overs tour of the UK, which followed the Ashes series, according to a Cricket Australia report. Number 7. Ricky Ponting. Ricky Ponting had a fantastic career as a captain and a player, but one of the setbacks in his career came when he returned with a black eye. It was reported by ESPN Cricinfo that in 1999, Ponting went to Bourbon and Beefsteak nightclub in King's Cross, a few kilometers from the ground, and got heavily drunk. He was also involved in a fight later which gave him the black eye. Number 8. Monty Panesar. Monty Panesar is long out of favour from the England team but is yet to announce his retirement. In 2013, he was fined by the police after being caught urinating on nightclub bouncers in Brighton. Panesar was charged for being drunk and disorderly outside the Shush Club. Sussex County Cricket Club can confirm that an incident took place involving Monty Panesar in the early hours of Monday, August 5th, his county club said in a statement following his misconduct. The matter is under full investigation and the club will make no further comment at this stage. Panesar, however, apologized for the misbehavior after the incident. Number 9. Shoaib Akhtar. In 2006, Pakistan cricket was shaken by a huge drug scandal, and Akhtar, along with Mohammad Asif, was the prime suspect in that scandal, with both found guilty of using performance-enhancing drugs. Akhtar was handed a 2-year suspension but was later acquitted on appeal. He was also accused of hitting teammate Asif with a bat during the 2007 T20 International World Cup and was banned for 5 matches. After breaking the code of conduct in 2008, Akhtar once again faced a suspension of 5 years but was acquitted just a year later. Next up, at number 10, Jesse Ryder. Jesse Ryder is the best example of a player whose international cricketing career ended due to his everlasting controversies. In fact, no player has been involved in more controversies in the history of cricket than him due to his prolonged drinking habits and his indisciplined lifestyle. Once regarded as the future of New Zealand cricketer, Ryder lost his place in the national side and is regarded as the greatest what-if career in the history of New Zealand cricket. Ryder first invited controversy when he got drunk in a late-night drinking session in 2009 and therefore missed the team meeting the next morning and failed to take part in the practice session. After a series of indiscipline allegations, Ryder decided to take an indefinite break from cricket in 2012 to focus on improving his on-field habits. In 2013, however, Ryder was attacked by 4 men outside a bar in Christchurch after some provoking remarks and was put into a medically induced coma for some time. Following his inclusion in the side for a test against India, Ryder was involved in another alcohol-related incident where he was seen partying along with Jimmy Neesham and Doug Bracewell on 2 different occasions. The team management was livid with his behavior. Ryder was again dropped from the national team and has never made it to the side ever since. What do you think of this video? Please let me know if you enjoyed it. If yes, press the like button, the share button, and subscribe to Simbly Sports.